I'm doing it. I'm getting right to it. We're doing YouTube, guys. Welcome to my page. If you don't know me if you don't follow me on anything already, I'm Lois, I'm 22 and I'm from Scotland, 5 to be exact. Basically, I've been saying I'm going to do this for years and I just haven't got around to it. I probably haven't had the confidence that I wanted to have it with. My wording's shit. Betsy, pick on top of my wording, please. Yeah, Betsy's here just in case anything goes wrong. Say hi, Betsy. Hey, Bert. You say hi? Oh, she's a tired girl today. So this video today is basically just going to be like a little kind of get to know me. If you don't already, it's going to be not just like typical get to know me questions. I've done a wee question and answer on Instagram and I'm just going to answer the questions that people have asked me on there. Let's get started. Okay, so the first question that I was asked was, what are my goals? Lifelong goals, well, even in the next 5 years or whatever, I just want to be like totally happy. That's my biggest goal because I just want to feel like at peace with the person I am. It's been a long time, so yeah, I'm getting there, but that is my ultimate goal, is just to feel like completely content in my life and not want for too much more, definitely. Career-wise, I'd kind of like to have like my own little restaurant or bar. Me and Adam have spoke about that quite a lot, like running our own little place together. I'd really like that. So that, and I want to have a house pretty soon. Nice big back garden for all my huskies to run about. But yeah, that's my goals. Happy, restaurant, dogs. The next question is, what shops do I shop at? So I most likely go for ASOS because their petite section's really good. I'm 5'2", so I either cut all my clothes or I really struggle to find stuff or wear cropped trousers as full length. Like I just got this from Urban Outfitters. It's so long, but I'm like, I'm sitting in the house, it's fine and it's comfy, but at the same time, wouldn't it be nice to have joggies that fit me? But ASOS is decent. I do like ASOS. Topshop Petite's okay. It's still a wee bit quite tall, but as I said, I cut everything, so I could be shopping from anywhere really. And I love Revolve, but it's very expensive, so that's just for special occasions. And Zara as well. Zara's sizing is bloody awful, but I love Zara. Their clothes are stunning, so yeah, that's probably where I shop at most. What's my favourite flower? It's sunflowers. I love sunflowers. I think that they signify who I am quite well as a person as well. How me and Adam met. I love this story, it's so romantic. It was in Marks and Spencer's. He worked in the food hall and I worked in the cafe. How every love story starts. And we just always like made eyes at each other and smiled at each other and said hi when we walked past, didn't know each other. And then one day I was put in the food hall to do like testing, so like to speak to customers and to get their review on like new products that we'd got in, and Adam was to help me, so we ended up speaking like that whole time. I think we like arranged a night out or something because we went out a few times after that, like with everybody else from Marks and Spencer's, and then he sent me flowers on Valentine's Day to my house and we've just been together ever since. We've been together for 2 years now, so aww. I can't wait to marry him. Next question was, what was I like at school? I was a little dick. Proper little dickhead. I hated school. I was like designated table and chair outside my art room for whenever I got cheeky. Yeah, hated school, didn't enjoy it. I just never like valued it at all. I liked going because I could speak to my friends. I think I was in 6th year for like 2 weeks. Went to like 3 classes. I remember getting an applause walking into history because I'd finally turned up in class. And then one day I was like, nah, f this, left. Walked to my mum's work and I was like, I don't want to go to school anymore. And she was like, okay. I was like, I've told my mum I'll leave it. And she was like, okay. And then that night I applied for college and I got in and I just started straight away. I done acting, theatre performance, but I got the HNC, but I was just pretty much the same. Barely turned up, was a little shit. Education's just not for me, never will be. I'm quite smart, but it's just, I don't do that. Next, have I got any tattoos? I do, yeah. I have one tattoo, and I got it in a shed in someone's back garden when I was 15. Me and my pal Reagan, when I think it was like her mum's pal or something, her mum knew or something, was like practicing to be a tattoo artist and asked if we wanted them. We were like, yeah, let's go for it. So I got this. It's really cute. It's a little flower chain. And it's got 4 flowers on it. For me, my mum, Reagan and my sister, all the girls. And Reagan's got the matching flower on her hand there as well. So that we're always connected. What do I get up to in my spare time? That's so funny because I actually do fuck. I'm always like, oh no, I'm busy, I can't do that. I'm not. I think I am in my head. I always feel, you know when you've got so much to do, so you just end up doing nothing? I always have so much to do and I just don't do it. But in my spare time, I spend a lot of time by myself. I quite like my own time. I think with my job, work in a restaurant, and I'm always with Adam, like I think I never really get my own time, so when I do, I go shopping, I go get my nails done. I'm quite a lady of leisure. What's my favourite time of the year? That's such a nice wholesome question. It's autumn. I like the weather in autumn, like see when it's freezing cold but like bright sun. Stunning. Love it. I love, what else I love about autumn? Well, my birthday's in autumn, and Halloween. Favourite time of the year ever. I love Halloween. I love scary films. That is my shit. Something that we'd never know about you. I've only left the house 3 times since I was 16 when it's been Friday the 13th, because I'm really superstitious and I have the worst luck ever. And I'm actually going to tell you a story about one Friday the 13th that I did leave my house. So this was when I was at college in Edinburgh, and I got the train from Kirkcaldy to Edinburgh, but I woke up an hour late, got to the train station to get my train, it was cancelled. Meanwhile, it was battering down with rain this whole time. When my train did come, it sat still on the tracks for 15 minutes at Inverkeven. Then when I got to Edinburgh, I had to get off at Haymarket, run up to a bus stop to get the 47 to Granton, where my college was. As I was literally approaching that corner, I watched the 47 just glide past me. It went through a puddle and it was like one of those classic movie moments. Drowned rat. I was like, brilliant, thanks for that, nice. So I went and stood at the bus stop. Eventually one came about 15 minutes later. Got on it, got to college. As I walked into college, all my college pals were like walking out. I was like, what? They were like, our second one was cancelled. So I missed the first class and the second one was cancelled because our teacher was ill. So I was like, brilliant, I just came for here for fuck all. So I then left. I thought, oh, it's like I just need to go back home. Went and waited for the bus, but again, as I was going out, bus drove past me and the next one wasn't for half an hour. I was like, what? So there was a Morrison's across the road, went into Morrison's, got something to eat, came back out, and one was literally just going past. I missed 2 buses in the space of like 7 minutes. So I then waited a further 20 minutes or whatever it was, got back on the bus, back to Haymarket Station. I was going out with a guy from Glasgow at this point, so I was like, you know what, I really want to go and see him. Got the bus back to Haymarket Station, got into the train station, went to check my phone. I'd left my phone on the bus. So I'm like to the guy at Scott at the train station, can I call Ovian buses I've left? I know exactly what bus I was on, I've left my phone, but he did not understand a word I was saying somehow. It was the most frustrating moment of my life. I gave up on that situation. I got the train through to Glasgow. My boyfriend had usually finished at like 3 or 4, I think it was, and this was like 2:30, I think it was. I was going to be through in Glasgow. I thought, oh, I can wait like half an hour. Got to his, I waited 2 hours. Nothing. Waited outside his door. Bear in mind it's still completely pouring down at this time. Waited outside his door, and then when I turned up I was just in tears. I was just like, why did I even leave the house today? So yeah, I've left the house maybe like 3 times when it's been like mandatory to leave, but you won't catch me outside on Friday the 13th. How am I finding time in quarantine? Okay. Like not too bad, better than I thought I would handle it definitely, but I think last week and this week I've struggled quite a lot with the concept that, wow, this isn't going to go over as quickly as everybody initially thought it was. And I'm without Adam, and that's quite hard for me. I'm always with Adam, so it's been difficult staying back at my mum's like by myself, but I've got my dog, so I'm alright. I'm doing okay, thanks for asking. My favourite food is 100% as a group Mexican, I'd say, but if I go out to a restaurant I'll always get a steak, because I think I can cook okay and so can Adam, but I think nobody, like a steak always just is so much better if somebody else cooks it for you. So I'll always get a steak, but you can cook Mexican really easily in your own house, so I think that's what's going on there. I've acquired a lap dog. Oh, you can't even see her. It just looks like a small lap rug. It's a dog. The next question that I got asked was, what is my biggest peeve? Hearing people eating. Close your mouth, you dirty pig. I honestly want to rip people's hair out. Like, please grow up and close your mouth. I think a lot of people can agree on that one. That is what makes my blood boil. What makes me think I'm gonna go to town on all of you. That riles me up. So please, if you're watching this and you do that, recognise that within yourself. I will not hesitate on smacking you about. Another thing, something that I learned whilst working in a restaurant, is that the general public are so rude and don't have manners. Like, I worked in a restaurant for like nearly 2 years, and a year and a half maybe, and that's where I realised that people just don't know a simple please, thank you, and just like how to act in a restaurant. The amount of times go over to a table of like 8 people and be like, who's having this? They all speak over you and completely ignore you, and then you have to like raise your voice. I remember like one time going over to a table and being like, hi, there was like 5 of them maybe, who's having this? They all kept talking, so I was like, the cheeseburger, and the guy's like, alright, you don't need to shout. Since you were shouting yourself, bloody hell. Honestly, the anger that I have inside me is unleashed whenever I speak about working in a restaurant, because that is the time where my patience was tested the most. If you're like me and you've got a short fuse, don't ever work in a restaurant or any customer service. I probably shouldn't have ever done it, because I mean, it's probably taught me to be a bit more patient, but I was probably a bit of an ass sometimes, in all honesty. It got to the stage where I kind of started thinking, I don't care how I sound to people anymore, and that's bad. If you're like me, you've got a short fuse, people will talk to you like shit, so just get out of there whilst you can, because bloody hell. The next question somebody asked me was how I'm so comfortable and open speaking about mental health. So that's something that's like really important to me. If you followed me, then you know that I've struggled with it majority of my life. I've been on antidepressants since I was 15, and yeah, I think the older that I've got, the more I've realised that like when you're that age and you struggle so much when you're that age, you think that you're alone, you think that nobody else would even understand or come close to understanding what you're going through, but they did, and people just didn't speak about it when I was younger. It's nice because, it's not nice, but it's good because I think everybody's now recognised like everybody struggles, and in some way or another, maybe not as much as others, but everybody has their demons and everybody has things that they fight, and the more we talk about it, the more normal it is. So I want everybody who follows me to know that like we can talk about that, like it's really not a big deal anymore, and the more that it's spoke about, the less scary it becomes. And I want everybody just to feel comfortable all the time. I get a lot of messages daily asking for advice on this and advice on that, and that makes me so happy that people like have trust in me, I guess. And I think that's because I'm so open. So honestly, if you're struggling or you need help, or like, I'm not a therapist, but I'll happily speak to anybody, and I'm so happy that it's starting to become a thing that everybody is talking about, because why shouldn't we? Like, it's so normal to have a shit time and then to come out of it and to go back into it. It's so normal. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to normalise it as much as possible. I want us all to speak about it, and I just don't want it to be a big deal anymore. And that's pretty much all the questions that I wanted to answer. I don't want this to go on for too long. I don't want you to think, yeah, well, shut up. So I'm gonna keep it, I was going to say short and sweet. I hardly doubt this is short or sweet. But yeah, that's a good introduction to me, I feel. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. That's pretty much everything I felt the need to answer. If you have more questions, I'll answer them in other ones. I'm sure a lot of the questions that I got asked were about me and Adam, so I felt it was only fair to wait until me and him are together to answer them together. I don't want to assume and make an ass out of him. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed, please let me know. If you want me to do more videos, if there's things you want to see, let me know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye!